Another big week in the Big 12, including this one, Arizona and Cincinnati. And when you've got a big game, you might as well show off the acrobatics as you take the field. Oh, beautifully done in front of this Nippert Stadium crowd that is fired up about how their Bearcats have played. They are 5-1, which means if they win out these final 3 games, they will go to the Big 12 championship game in Arizona. It will take like 21 things to happen. But if
you're telling me there's a chance.
There is, Lloyd Christmas. And if they win out and get some help, they could still go to Arlington. And it will be the Bearcats, 25th ranked team in the country, getting the ball first. So Brendan Sorsby to the field for the first time off the bye week for the Bearcats.
As we talked about in the open, Sorsby has been perfect at home. Those are his numbers. Just hasn't turned it over. That's been the difference in his second year here in the system. Them getting to know each other, adding a few elements on the outside, and being rock solid up front.
He will be a little bit short-handed today on offense. No Caleb Goody at wide receiver. No Evan Pryor at running back. And some of the skill guys that he usually sprays the ball out to, not with them. And this into tight coverage, and he throws a pick. A rare seed here in Cincinnati. Javion Cole with the first pick of the year for Brendan Sorsby in this stadium.
Like we said, he takes care of the rock. Watch the protection up front. It's just a 4-man rush, playing zone coverage. And 2 defenders are able to get that. Dalton Johnson, the DJ tipping it. We were wondering, was it going to be Dansby? Was it going to be Cole? And Cole almost goes house. As you see Joe Royer turning back inside, and he's as shocked as anybody, and this crowd is silenced.
Well, that perfection for Sorsby comes to an end at home against a defense that has had that spear out a lot this season. 13 picks now, the most in the Big 12 for Arizona. So a good field position for Noah Fifita, who's out to the edge, and down he goes. He's hit for a loss. And Noah Fifita will be in Arizona immortality with 1 more touchdown pass. He's 1 away from breaking the all-time record.
He will, with all the names. You see him get the play in from Seth Daggy, the offensive coordinator, Nick Foles, Willie Tuitama. Noah Fifita, knock on wood, will surpass him, staying healthy, and it's probably going to happen today. Second play in a row, unbalanced formation. All the eligibles to this side right now, trying to make that Cincinnati Bearcat defense adjust.
It's a run. It's out to the edge, and then it creases. Arizona with a big start on the road. Ismail Mahdi, 27 yards to the house.
What do you do with the turnover? Touchdown. Touchdown. Watch this action. They zone it up, and this is going to be an untouched house call by Mahdi. He bounces it. The Godfather Corleone can't get over the top of the double team. Stunned silence here at the Nip. They're just coming in from finishing the tailgate. Bang, bang. 6-0.
3 plays into the game. Arizona, after their big comeback against Kansas, they've won 2 in a row, looking for 3 and trying to pick off one of the conference's top teams. Terrific start for the Wildcats.
Yeah, just beautifully defended right there, and Brendan Sorsby will see his reaction to his first pick at home. Kind of a Haley's Comet moment for him. You got to flush it and move on. Really well defended that time by D coordinator Danny Gonzalez. Playing zone.
So Brendan Sorsby went almost 200 snaps without an interception between Nebraska and Utah. Through his second of the year on the road at Utah, and then first snap of the day today. As you mentioned, Haley's Comet type moment.
Yes, just some rare footage from a dude who's been there, done that. He'll react in a great way, I am sure, and Arizona will change it up.
Well, he's facing one of the country's best pass defenses today. So one of the best quarterbacks against one of the best Big 12 pass defenses. Pass defense wins out on the first snap. And after the pick, on the ground to start, and Tawee Walker is taken down by Myron Robinson, who starts today for Arizona. This is the Cincinnati starting lineup on offense.
The starters, as you said, they've been really good up front. Gavin Gerhardt has to be the guy organizing the communication against this Desert Swarm look. And then Tawee Walker, as you said, in place of Evan Pryor.
Runs over Johnson, and then Arizona rallies behind the line to get him.
Yeah, you see Tawee Walker, he is a mad possessed, a little bit undersized, but thick, physical, and setting a manageable third down. And see Danny Gonzalez, a little bit of zone, a little bit of man. See what the first third down is of the game. 3-by-1 set here. They're going to play zone.
Offense for Cincinnati looking for a new play. Communication still on. Still 15 seconds in the play clock.
Just got to all stand up with that right there, making it difficult to communicate who's the rusher.
Well, they brought 4, and that's complete right at the sticks. The guy they need more involved is Joe Royer, first down.
Yeah, really good reaction there by Brendan Sorsby. And Joe Royer, the vet, the guy he trusts the most. This little 10-yard option route just underneath Dalton Johnson.
It's a little bit of a sleeping giant out there, Joe Royer. Hasn't been targeted much the last couple of weeks.
Oh boy,
he's a projected first-round pick, and this breaks. A huge gash for Tawee Walker inside the 25.
Trayden Stukes. Watch this gash on the front side, a little split zone with some eye candy. Right there, Deshaun McKnight, 0, gave up a massive gap. He's got a cross face, and luckily, Trayden Stukes can track him down. Great speed right there by Stukes.
Walker into the second level for 39 yards. It's Zion Johnson, true freshman, Jitterbug running back, tight ropes the sideline. He's out of bounds at the 4. He took the sideline official with him to the pylon to set up first and goal.
You saw the acrobatic entrance. And right here, Johnson on Johnson. Great scheme up front. They get to the second level, the third level.
On the ground
that
for
step
Johnson.
is in. That step is in. That heel is out. So that is a perfectly spotted ball by these Big 12 officials.
And with contact on those officials, too.
Side judge actually absolutely drilled. He's trying to get a reset of the play clock is what he's saying. Hey, pump it up. There was some confusion. They didn't know about the spot. The headlinesman right there, he said, hey, we're good. We were in the right spot.
Timeout.
Talking
Cincinnati,
about the
first of the half.
Force call.
30 seconds late.
Is there space there on the heel also?
That's a good question.
So if that's the spot that Zion Johnson is out, then that's all the way back to the 8.
It would be, and it looked like there's some vision, depending on which cat you're rooting for, you would say his heel is up or down. This might be a better look.
Wild says 8, Bear says 4.
Exactly. That looks like heel up to me, as Switzerland as we are.
Well, Dean Blandino's with us. Dean, what'd you see?
This is really close. He's clearly out at the 3.5, but replay could always come back and put him out further. It's that left foot at the 8-yard line. Again, angles are so deceiving. You really need something right down the line.
William on the field, the runner stepped out of bounds.
And Dean, that's exactly what we just heard, is that this will go to review.
Yep, referee David Alvarez just announced that it's going to go to review for just exactly what Dean Blandino said. And Zion Johnson, you can tell he's been doing some calf raises. He keeps that heel up as long as possible. Don't reach the ball, though, right here at the end. If you're scoring at home, don't reach the ball unless it's a 2-point play, end of game, 4th down situation. Just be better if they can find any look that confirms that heel is down. If not, it's play on.
So the heel is down, right? I mean,
Is it?
Yeah, that's what replay's asking too. Either way, it'll be first and goal Cincinnati. But I was going to say the heel is down. Now it's also a matter of, was he on the white?
Right,
Was he
exactly.
not?
Yep.
But what a burst from Zion Johnson, who is the #2 running back for Cincinnati today with Evan Pryor out of the game.
Talking to Coach Satterfield with Pryor out, what would the order of play be? And he said, man, Tawee Walker came to me this week. He said, he said this never happens. He said, I want the rock, coach.
Mm-hmm.
I want it 20 times. And he kind of liked it. And Coach Satterfield kind of perked up. But then he said, hey, we get Johnson involved, we get Manny Covey involved. And the biggest thing this week for that position is protection against this Arizona crew that brings guys from everywhere. I think they blitzed people in the tunnel today.
Blitz people from Irving, Texas?
Yes.
Yeah. That's where they're taking a look at this. 7-0 Arizona on the Mahdi touchdown run. And Zion Johnson either is down at the 4 or down at the 8.
Really good response drive. You know, whatever happens here by the Cincinnati side, kind of settling things down, getting a couple of runs, absolutely creased to the second level, third level. Trayden Stukes tracking down Tawee Walker from distance, and that's going to be the game today for them is Trayden Stukes, Genesis Smith, Dalton Johnson, those third level players getting in the mix in the run game.
Irving, Texas has their decision at the Big 12 Replay Center. Here's David Alvarez, our white hat.
After further review, the ruling is upheld. However, the runner did step out at the 3.5-yard line. He'll put the ball at that spot. Cincinnati will get their timeout back and recharge.
Nice. That's a good touch right there at the end. And Coach Brennan says, hey, let's go hold these guys to a field goal. Play that tennis match, break that serve back and forth.
Well, to your point, Mark, this is all about the run game this side of the ball today, because this is one of the best rush offenses in the country for Cincinnati. At 3rd in the country in yards per carry.
Yeah, just massive chunks, but it's crazy the numbers, especially on first down, without a full speed Isaiah Johnson, without Goody, without Pryor. As we said, it's going to be Sorsby, Walker, and company. And we're in here right now.
Arizona's defense has been better the last couple of weeks against the run. And here is a run from Sorsby. He's in there for a touchdown. Answer back. Brendan Sorsby for 6.
Great answer here. Watch the right guard being your puller. Some eye candy for the perimeter Walker on the edge. The kick out pull. And a great answer by this Bearcat offense.
Those chunk runs got him down there.
Yes, chunk. 3 big chunks. And a almost untouched Brendan Sorsby touchdown run.
Just a little graze on its way by, but chunk run at 39 for Tawee Walker. Chunk run of 21 yards, Zion Johnson. And Sorsby punches it in. Points, anybody?
Let's go. By Sorsby just emotionally. He's a vet now, and he says, okay, I got you. I'm going to match you like I do with my grandpa in Tongan Gin Rummy here, point for point.
Tried to teach him a little euchre since he's here in the Midwest, but rummy it was against Grandpa. He's down 200
Yeah, he said Grandpa was killing him.
Brendan Sorsby just got him for an answer back touchdown. Bearcats will bring Fafita back onto the field. After a couple of runs, started Arizona's day for a touchdown from Ismail Mahdi. This Arizona offense very hot and cold last week, but they did pull out one of their best drives of the season and won in the 2-minute drill against Kansas.
Yeah, really, again, Noah Fafita and the reaction offensive coordinator Seth Deggy and Brent Brennan made, hey, you got to run the rock more. It was designed quarterback draws, quarterback counter, and then the creasing run at the end by Craig.
Terrific student turnout once again here at Nippert Stadium, and backed up in that area. Arizona's offense to operate in their own territory for the first time. And Fafita throws out to the edge and threw a tackle for a first down. There goes Chris Hudson. So Chunk on the ground for the touchdown. Chunk to start this drive of 17.
It's the name of the game on both sides. Missed tackles in space right here. Great job getting up the sideline. You see Mick Doom throw the no-hitter. And Hudson making the most of it.
Well, that was a huge emphasis during the bye week for Cincinnati. That was their worst tackling day against Utah. Giving up a season-high 45 points in Salt Lake City. And there's a more sure tackle. And it's a 3-yard gain. Jonathan Thompson gets money.
Yeah, both teams said they got almost live tackling in this game week, just challenge each other's defense and special teams for today's matchup. You don't hear of that very often this late in the season.
Well, it's paying off these last 2 plays for Cincinnati as Micah Coleman live on the angle tackle to set up 3rd down.
Coleman gets upfield 6'4", 275. One of the edge guys here. You're going to see him right here. This is a play for Mott. He's got to get vertical right there. It doesn't look like it, but there's going to be a nice little crease up inside of Golday. You bounce it to those unblocked players on the outside. Nothing. 3rd and 10.
So now Cincinnati can give you a little exotic look with all those guys up there. Who's coming? They're bringing them all.
Everybody.
Fafita, back shoulder, not there, incomplete. McDoom gets some revenge on Hudson after the big play earlier on the drive, and it's 4th down.
Missed tackle, 3rd down stop, 1-on-1, 0 blitz to the boundary. Actually, a really good job. Watch the protection here. Fafita has a chance, sets his feet. That's really good by him. The location. Hudson just kind of lost it there. And McDoom is in his hip pocket.
Interesting, right? Because both teams in our meetings yesterday said they like their matchup on the edge. So something's going to give.
There's going to be a lot of space with both these defenses.
Well, Manny Covey is run down at the 25.
And we saw it right there, McDoom with the missed tackle and then making up for it with the 1-on-1, but all day long, give me that give and take of explosiveness.
Bearcats back in the ball when you come back.
Hey, co-pastor.
There's some action.
3 plays in, Arizona scored off of a pick. Cincinnati answered back. Full day of college football on FS1 right after us. Maryland and Illinois. Then more Big Ten action as Purdue takes on Washington. And the nightcap, Wyoming is against Fresno State. Football all day right here on FS1. Quadruple header. Let's play 4.
Yes.
First to 4 is tied at 7. And Walker weaving. He's got a lead block from Sorsby, his quarterback. Walker is in open space again. And Arizona catches him inside the 25 again.
He's the big back at 5'8", 218, and watch this with it. It's designed to sit here, and then I'm going to take it all the way back door. Arizona kind of wrong arms it, fits it correctly, and then he's just being an athlete, seeing space. Brendan Sorsby getting a double gold star plus quarterback block. A little, shimmy and don't get hit.
Well, you don't give out those gold stars very much.
Double gold star right there.
Double gold star. It's better than a Michelin 5-star. Here's Johnson. Well, how about 32 yards per carry for Tawee Walker to start this game?
It's pretty good. That is pretty good. And right there, it's going to be a boom and bust day against the Danny Gonzalez defense. Boom, pressure right there. 2nd and 9. Gash in that first drive. And then Tawee Walker getting things started. Whew, already in the red zone.
39-yard hit first drive, 54-yard play. From Walker sets up Cincinnati inside the red zone.
Ty Johnson back in there.
The back-to-back carries for the true freshman who slips out. Then he meets the second level and puts his shoulder pads right into the chest of Trayden Stukes for a 1st down.
You see why they like Zion Johnson, man. This guy is thicker and just a great little slashing kind of run through here. Play it with him and watch the safeties have to fit downhill. It's Stukes, Smith, combining with Hangers in there as well.
Johnson saw increased load at Utah. And with Evan Pryor, the redshirt senior, out injured today, it's him and Walker splitting the carries. Both guys getting downhill with Walker back in there. And he's got the ball. He makes Brown miss, and then Brown recovers to chase him down after 2 yards.
Really good job by Tay Brown getting out there. Didn't make the tackle, as you said, but completely flattened out Tawee Walker and allowing his buddies to come to limit the game. Really good call by Scott Satterfield, the head coach and play caller here, against the aggressive defense, the screen game on first and down. An ideal call in that situation.
Brown, who just made that tackle, even with Evan Pryor out today, Brown's going to have a big influence on this game. Will linebacker. Swordsby pulls it out and throws on target. One on the ground, one through the air for Swordsby. This one to Jeff Caldwell to give the Bearcats the lead.
Beautifully designed again, one-on-one. It's 9-on-9. The 6'5" from Lindenwood, Jeff Caldwell, lined up against Aiden Garnes, who's been really good in man coverage. They line up an unbalanced, hard sell, play action, fake, touchdown.
So from a pick and a quick score for Arizona to 14 unanswered on 2 drives that went 75 yards the other way for Cincinnati. 25th ranked Bearcats by 7. Good first.
Yeah. OVO Sound 2025.
Play pick.
And then Pryor going, dang, man, almost some of that action, big old chunks.
Both running backs have gotten in on it,
Yes.
too. Well, this excellent offensive line for Cincinnati on the ground and protecting their quarterback. Huge part of the reason they are 8-1. They're needing 3 wins in a row to get to Arlington for the Big 12 championship game. So 14 in a row for the Bearcats. What will the Wildcats do in response? And they get a good return from Nunu Watley. And here's how Caldwell scored.
Yeah, here's Caldwell up top, and he's just going to run just your basic slant, and it's against zone coverage, but they're all dialed in. We've got 1, 2, 3 tight ends. I've got to defend the run, get downhill. We've gashed him in the run. Opens up wide for the big target. They said he had a great week of practice. It pays off.
Well, when you're averaging 19 yards per carry on the ground to start this game,
got to get the safeties downhill.
Yeah, you do whatever you want in the play action game. 6:28 in the first. Arizona punted their last time on the ball. So Noah Fifita back out there at quarterback. Sam Olsen, the motion man. Fifita off the play fake. He buzzes one across the middle. Chris Hunter is healthy this week. He's got a first down.
1 RPO. We can do one better. Just not quite a touchdown. Really good drive starting play right there. Fifita, perfectly thrown.
And then in a quick game, they set up the screen to Cameron Barmore. He swarmed after a 5-yard pickup.
Offensive coordinator Seth Doege, of course, going fast. Right there, setting up that diamond to the boundary, making Cincinnati recognize that, get out and covered it. Easy little chunk play there if you execute it well done.
Seth Doege does just enough with his tight ends to make you have to scout it.
Yep.
Just enough. Was a concern for Cincinnati is not getting Walt to sleep with the other guys, keeping those guys in front. Fifita on target, a leaping catch by Gio Richardson, and back-to-back first downs from Fifita throwing.
Really nice job up front. Watch Fifita set his feet. Ends up being a high corner angle route. He flattens off, and Gio goes and gets it. Well done.
19 through the air, now back on the ground for Arizona. Marquez Parker makes the tackle. To Richardson made a nice leaping catch.
Just a big confidence builder on both ends of this. You see Noah Fifita with a bounce in his step. Really nice job. Wow. That looks like Yervert going up and getting it. Hands catch, protecting the ball, going to the ground.
Don't disrespect Gio Richardson like that.
Who's your partner the other day, Miles Simon?
He could do it. From the Wildcat great in basketball. Here's a pump. And that's through the arms, incomplete. It's Richardson who made the leaping catch. Would have had a first down, maybe a touchdown. Instead, third down.
Yeah, kind of a double missed opportunity right here. We're gonna have the tight end, Olsen, right down the pipe, and he's just a little late. Then he wisely checks it down, and then the drop. Double gold star, double missed opportunity right there. See if they can make up for it on third down.
Arizona in field goal range, but wanting more, chasing 7 late in this first quarter.
Like a 4-man rush, zone coverage behind it.
Fifita cannot escape. Jalen Hunt closed off that window. 4th down.
Watching these guys play, we thought we would calm this matchup a lot. Hunt, watch the coverage on the back end. They zoned it out. Got kind of some combination coverages on both sides and up front. You got to get to him, then you got to get him on the ground. And the big boy, the Michigan State transfer, finishes.
Michigan State didn't want him. They let him walk. Jalen Hunt has become the best defensive lineman for a top 25 team. This from 40 yards out, and that is wide. Michael Salgado Medina. Now 13 of 20 on the year. And Cincinnati away with no points for Arizona.
The nip comes alive right there. The snap looked good. The hold laces out. Finkel just looks like my driver. The little snap right there at the end, outside of anything.
I know better than that from Terranea. That's not your driver. Logan Wilson was in the area. I think he influenced it. I think he was taking credit for a tip, though, the way he was acting. Did apply the pressure on Salgado Medina. And Fifita and the Arizona offense away with no points. It started 7-zip Arizona. Cincinnati 14 in a row. Now back on the ball. And this productive run game that's averaging almost 20 yards a carry gets 6.
Dansby does a great job there coming off. Teach that as a crack and replaced by the corner. Your receiver blocks downs on the safety. And you got to limit these explosive runs.
How do you get to 20 yards per carry? That way. That's on the game, not on the season, but on the season they've been excellent too. Sorsby clean pocket and good coverage on the back end. Aiden Garnes, the coverage for Arizona to bring up 3rd down.
Garnes in coverage at corner. They'll move him around. Already seen Cole elite on the back end. And they did a nice job there. Just a little simple TT stunt inside 4-man rush. Cincinnati protected very well. Sorsby, better play by Garnes. Tip of the cap.
You got to love being a DB in this system.
Yes.
For Arizona.
They do a ton. Yep. It's not just man coverage. They play a ton of man coverage. There's just enough everything else. And here's some pressure.
And Sorsby falling away. Almost dropped it in. Cyrus Allen had it on his fingertips, but could not reel it in. It's 4th down with more good coverage from Trayden Stukes.
Phoenix area native, Trayden Stukes can burst, man. You saw him right here. I was wondering, you see the Cincinnati sideline saying it was early contact. Not enough. You can see Brennan Sorsby, certainly not a neutral arbiter, but call for that flag. Great play by Stukes.
Not enough contact, you agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
Again, depends on which cat you're rooting for.
Well, flag came out. Luke Wysong was contacted on that fair catch. And it looks like Cincinnati will be tagged with a penalty.
Special teams is an area, the missed field goal, penalty. Special teams is an area that's going to be a deciding factor in this game.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team number 29, 15-yard penalty for the dead ball spot. 1st down.
It's Manny Covey, who's also on special teams in return. Called for the interference for Cincinnati.
Yep. No doubt there. They were trying to say he was blocked into him, but from that picture that we just saw, not enough to deem him pushed into or blocked into. Got to give him room.
Cincinnati sideline not too happy with no call on the deep ball,
yes.
And then that call on the punt. Not only giving the ball back to Arizona, but also giving him good field position at midfield.
12 personnel here, 1 back, 2 tight ends.
Olsen and Barmore split out from those 2 tight ends. And a back shoulder ball is drawing a penalty flag. McDoom with the coverage on Hudson. And for Cincinnati, just got called for the penalty on the punt.
Pass interference. Defense, number 0, 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Just turned into a back shoulder fade. They're selling the counter up front. And this looked like initially a no-doubter, and that looks like a no-doubter. McDoom early grab, restrict, turn, multiple reasons for that flag.
Check, check, check. And McDoom called for it, and onto the 35 for Arizona, looking to tie this game. Similar look, those two tight ends down to the bottom. And on 1st and 10, they run it. And bang it up in there with Risano and Logan Wilson there to meet him.
This is where people say, well, it's a 3-3-5. Well, that 3-3-5 turns into a 9-man front really quickly. And those outside elements right there, it's Logan Wilson added down. I think it was Collard up front who turned it back inside to Wilson.
Like this look, for example, you have the line as a quarterback. It's like, oh man, this is a pretty light box. And Fafita into the middle of the field for Risano, turns upfield and has the first down. He is down. Golday wrangles him to the turf after 9 yards.
Nice protection, great awareness and timing by Fafita there to get to his check down. We could have waited on a route that was a little bit further beyond the line to gain. You get it down to a guy like Risano with space, and good things are happening.
So back to this area of the field for the Wildcats. Missed field goal. It was forced by the Cincinnati defense led by Tyson Veit, their DC. And it stays with Risano, and he's hit after a couple. Staying with their bigger back down here.
I think that was Whedon getting in on the act. Monte Whedon. These guys play a ton of people. Both these defenses rotating a lot of guys, giving a bunch of guys opportunities to make play. For Tyson Veit right there, the co-DC.
Whedon is part of restoring the pride of that front seven.
Yes.
After they gave up a season-high 267 rushing yards against Utah. Second down. Plenty of time for Fafita. Now he's running out, and it's caught. A short gain for Barmore. His second catch of the day brings up a third down.
Negative there for Arizona is they got pressure that time with a 3-man rush against a 5-man protection of the offensive line. Fafita was kind of forced to flush. I think Buchanan got beat on the inside by his single. That's going to be something Cincinnati will live with all night long if they can stay in an 8-man coverage and a 3-man rush. Right here, they're showing that again. And they added in for a fourth.
Fafita to the sideline, complete, first down. Chris Hudson has been his man on the boundary to start this game.
Yep, that's where the matchup is. Hudson, McDoom, Wilson, and whoever you want on the outside. You can get a ton of one-on-one matchups in their base defense.
Hudson and Watley, the top two guys on the edge for Arizona. It'll be Wildcats first down inside the red zone. And a 1-point game. It's been as entertaining as the backflip that brought us in today. 14-7 from Cincy.
Czech was diagnosed with early onset.
For Noah Fafita, will make Arizona fans celebrate like that. That would be historic if Noah Fafita can cash in his 68th touchdown of his career.
I was going to say we'll just throw it to Spivey, but Spivey's not in right now.
Well, that's his big target. He's had a quiet start. That's his big play guy. And he's got Olsen across the formation. Now Risano into the pistol. And it's Fafita swallowed up by Thompson. Quick trigger, Jonathan Thompson. To bring him down for a loss of 3.
Just a garden variety zone read right here, and well done by Jonathan Thompson. He surfs, as they call it, kind of sits, goes side to side. Fafita thinks he can outrun him. He says, come here.
Rode the wake for another TFL. He's their leader in tackles for a loss. Big day for him. Arizona, when they run the ball well, they win. It's as simple as that. Thompson shut it down on first down. On a 2nd and 13, Fifita steps up. He pumps, and he spins his way into a hit back at the original line of scrimmage. So it's a wash the first 2 plays of the series, 3rd down.
Really good eyes by Brian Sims, the third right here. It's a 3-man rush. Zone it out on the back end, and right there, 17. Typically in a base zone, it's a 4-man rush and a 7-man drop right there, a 3-man rush, and he was spying Fifita all the way. Really good design that time by D coordinator Tyson Vite and company.
Sims out of the Baltimore powerhouse, St. Francis Academy. Going up with the big play in the middle of the Cincinnati defense. Now a 3rd down. Here comes the heat, and this play won't count. There's a flag down.
It's going to be a false start on the back
Hard
side.
snap. False start. Offense. Number 4, 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
It's one of those ones where you're just like, what are you doing? We got the hot route perfectly designed up top. Here's going to be the penalty. He's out. 0 blitz. Couldn't be a better call. That's the guy that doesn't even matter, quote unquote, in the play. Those always come back to bite you. The football gods are coming.
You've thrown a pen or 2 over some of those as a play.
Yes.
So makes that 3rd down option a little bit more sparse on a 3rd and 15 instead of a 3rd and 10. And the pressure's coming again. Fifita fires it away, incomplete. Over the head of Chris Hunter. Now what does Arizona do? They just missed the 40-yard field goal. It looks like they'll try again.
Yeah, got to get points. Let him rebound. Here's going to be the unblocked defender. That's where you want him, right in the quarterback's face. But the farthest element in the front tries to just hang on as long as possible before Dingle gets to him. Good throwaway, good decision-making that time by Noah Fifita.
The miss on the other end of the field for Salgado Medina. That's from a little bit further back. This from 34. And this is touched and blocked. Twice Arizona comes up empty. Logan Wilson definitely got it this time. Brent Brennan saying, get off the field. Empty trips deep into opposing territory twice. No points to show for Arizona. Bearcats with the ball up 7 next.
Fate is going to go to that moment as the head coach you're talking to. Your special team's got to get that fixed. Probably should have been an unbalanced formation in the protection part of it. And then that'll affect every drive from here on out.
I wonder what the trust level will be as Cincinnati gets back on the ball. Because if they're down there again, you're probably going for it the rest of the game, don't you think?
Absolutely. Scott Satterfield, on the other side of it, is elated to get off that schneid, not blocking was since 2022. And very disappointed with that 1-yard run by Tawee Walker. He's like, hey, come on, that wasn't part of the deal.
Well, that was one of Luke Fickell's teams the last time they blocked a field goal. So first time since Scott Satterfield got here that they've gotten to the other kicker. Sorsby pulls it, and a good shed to get off that block by Riley Wilson.
Well, there's 2 different ways we saw the zone read the other way with Fifita. And right here, they were just outnumbered. Watch this edge. You see that edge defender collapse down inside. Warriors blocking 1, but then Tay Brown was behind him. Really well defended that time by Arizona.
Bearcats will try to avoid a 3-and-out, facing 3rd and 8. After they were gifted a second missed field goal on the day for Arizona. And it's on target. Cyrus Allen was short of the sticks. He didn't get there. Caught it 2 yards short. He's a yard short on the mark. 4th down, Cincinnati.
Yeah, really good timing that time by Sorsby. The throw and catch, but just watch the rally. They're showing pressure. Tay Brown up in there. You see Kennedy, and then just everybody getting to the ball. Stoops and company for the 3rd down stop.
The previous play is under further review. The one on the field was that the runner was short of the line to gain.
We'll go to review. Looks short on the field. Said Kennedy and then Wilson on back-to-back plays. A very presidential stop.
Here by William Howard Taft. So he's got to get to that line. And then that could be a potential, maybe a targeting situation, possibly by Tay Brown. Is that what they're looking at? They didn't make an announcement. From that angle, that does look like a potential crown of the helmet.
Well, that'd be a huge loss.
Yeah.
Tay Brown does not have Max Harris next to him today.
Yeah, 4 is going to be limited. Max Harris has been really good at linebacker for them. He'll play just probably, looks like, in the red zone today. So he's not a defenseless player. He's still fighting for yardage. He's not down. So it's just as whether or not they deem that forcible contact with the crown of the helmet from that angle. I don't think that's the look, but let's check in with Dean Blandino. He's an expert.
Couple things here. Looking at the spot, looks like the knee is down, the ball is short. Then that defender coming in, lowering his head. That's always going to be an indicator for potential targeting. But it's got to be crown. I don't see crown here. We'll see the decision now.
We're reviewing to see if there was possible targeting, which there was not. 4th down.
Well,
Nice.
Dean, it's that 6-inch radius,
Yep.
right? And that's too low.
Yep.
Correct.
And
The
he
very
did a good
top of
job
the
at there. Tay Brown, as Dean said, watch his face mask up. See what you hit. Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. And not the very top forcible, that tighter 6-inch radius. Good pull off, good layoff, and let's play 4th down.
Deep in their own territory, Cincinnati will roll it on the 4th and 1. They are best in the country on 4th down at 83%. It's a sneak, and Sorsby tries the legs for the first down.
Really good push up front. That's always going to be led by your center, Evan Gerhardt, just trying to get a little eye candy with the jet sweep. You see Joe Cotton, 74, washing it down. Really good push. Tenga Stahl as well, 50.
Those interior guys, really all 5 of those guys are some of the best in the country. That's on target to Caldwell. First down, Cincinnati. They go for it on 4th. Sorsby puts it on the money.
This is one of those just routes on air outside if you do it well. The timing of it, the confidence Sorsby has. You're going to see this, just a one-on-one stop route, 15-yard comeback. That ball is gone so early.
You said early.
And they listened to the
Wrong early.
word.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, number 11, 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
Joe Royer, a Cincinnati man, born and bred, Ohio State. He's a warrior. He and Sorsby live close together and spend a ton of time together. We'll probably discuss that penalty at some point.
Yeah, from down the chute, Royer lives a floor below him. As Walker goes down. Royer living the floor below Sorsby. They've gotten so close that Sorsby told us this is a bold chirp, guys. But I'm going to let you in on a little something. Royer's going to be in my wedding as groomsman. He doesn't like public speaking, though, so he will not get the speech. Possible first-round draft pick in Royer. Oh, that is knocked down. It is ruled a forward pass as Stukes almost took it the other way.
We saw his long speed earlier. Right here, eyes inside, and just his quick trigger. Whew, that is a great effort. Got to block the first level before you get to the 3rd level. Joe Royer had the false start penalty right there, bypassing Stukes. Whew, so Brendan Sorsby.
Big relief for Sorsby. Looking to fight on a 3rd down. It's a screen. It's Allen. He is driven down by Dalton Johnson. Well short of the line to get. Needed 13, got 5. And it's punt time for Cincinnati.
Good design by Scott Satterfield versus the blitz. But Brent Brennan knows, hey, man, that was a big-time stop, a huge turn of events. After the emotional block field goal.
He said, blank yeah.
Yes, heck yes, heck yes.
booming punt. Where will it stop? That is into the end zone for a touchback. That is rare. Max Fletcher has 15 punts inside the 20 this year with no touchbacks until the one you just saw. Beautiful Saturday afternoon in the Queen City. 7-point game.
Fairlife Chocolate Ultra Filtered Milk brightens all your holiday traditions. With
Consecutive heartbreakers against two of the top teams in the league. Current contenders, BYU, they were up 10 and lost in double overtime. Houston on a game-winning field goal, but they've recovered. Beat Colorado running away. Then they came back to beat Kansas. And Arizona is bowl eligible for the first time with Brent Brennan as their head coach. If they can run the table and get some help, they've still got a chance to go to Arlington. That's caught by Gio Richardson to start this drive.
Yeah, Gio Richardson has to trust the location right there by Fifita. Work up inside. He came back to it, kind of the wrong action there by him. That was a nice throw and catch, drive starter. But yeah, their season has been a little bit like today. Look at the differential in this category. Rush yardage today, 147 to 34 as of right now, and it's a one-score game.
They've lived on the edge.
Field goal, missed field goal. Just keep playing.
So 4-down territory when they get in plus territory the rest of the way.
That's what it looked. I mean, it feels like just the vibe from last week, this week.
Well, you mentioned the big difference in rushing yards. Will Arizona go to the ground game on a 3rd and short? There's their big back, Risano in there, leading for Fifita. He's got enough for the first down. He is small, but he is mighty, Fifita.
Design QB run all the way. Really good check here. They're going to bring pressure right here. The best thing to do then is run that lead play away from that action. Good lead block that time by Madi.
Madi can't get there.
I would like one of those blocks, please. Jalen Hunt says, not tonight.
It's the second time we've seen Hunt, Coleman out there on the edge making big plays in the run game. Quincy Craig back there, running back for Arizona. He was the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week. 5 touches, 2 touchdowns. Pretty good ratio.
Give it to him.
Let's see if he gets it here. Mizell running across the formation. Fifita running out of time. Down he goes. The Edge win again for Cincinnati. Micah Coleman with the sack.
Great work by Micah Coleman. Great coverage on the back end. This is everybody doing their job, puts together. Watch 4 just work. Fifita starts on the right side, works back to the left side. Nobody was open downfield. Big time finish on Fifita.
The first sack today allowed by that Arizona front. They've given up the second most sacks in the Big 12. Sets up a 3rd down. It's a screen. Fifita out quickly to Craig. He's back to the original line. And it's 4th down and time to punt for the Wildcats.
Well defended this time by the Bearcats. 4-man rush, twist game. They try to slide that screen right behind it. Good execution, but just can't give up the sack. Setting up in that bad situation with the chains. Well done, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati had not generated a lot of pressure the last few weeks either. Big win for their defensive front. Last 3 weeks, just 2 sacks total until the Coleman sack basically put an end to that drive. So Cincinnati's defense finally getting home. They bring down Fifita, have a chance to extend their 7-point lead.
It's time for a real fight.
0-1. Only Franklin Field at Penn has played football on a site any longer in college football.
This is sweet, man. You get it. Get the brick feel of Wrigley and a great blend of the old and new with some of the modern architecture. It sits down here low. Love it.
Well, they've obviously made some innovations since 1901. It's a great place to watch a game as that's knocked down. Good coverage from Noah, or intended for Noah Jennings. Good coverage on the back end with Aiden Garnes for Arizona.
Absolute strike that time by Sorsby. Another RPO slant.
You can hear the recently retired Lee Corso saying, "Not so fast," the way this game has gone. And out to the edge to bring up a third down. With Riley Wilson shoving out the ball carrier.
Looks like Johnson kind of taking over, or sorry, Zion Johnson taking over kind of the Isaiah Johnson role a little bit, getting him involved more and more in different ways.
Johnson had the big run to set up the first touchdown, got 19. And a heavier load today with 35 yards on the game.
0 3-point stances. Joe Salavea crying somewhere. But that's a sickle.
Arizona getting exotic. It's lofted by Sorsby, and it's picked off. Dalton Johnson with the second takeaway for Arizona. 2 picks for Sorsby matches his total on the season in this game.
Great design on the pressure. Chase Kennedy, 7, is going to wrap it. And watch, he's going to be right in Sorsby's face. Just has to let it go that much earlier. And Dalton Johnson says, "Hey, I tipped it to Cole. I'm not letting this one go." Great hands by a DB, man. Whew. We're going that way, DJ. Sorsby thinking, man, I put it in a safe spot. I thought just that little lean due to the Chase Kennedy pressure.
Best secondary as far as taking the ball away against a team that never gives it away in the air. Taking it away twice. It's back to Fafita. He dumps it down, and nowhere to go for Watley. He lost 2 on the play, and all that trickery for negative yards.
Just laughing at how many times you have these ideas. Okay, we're gonna run the revert, fake the reverse, throw this. Oh, shoot! We just lost 3 yards.
That's 7 tackles for a loss for Cincinnati already.
Yeah, and as you said, they're designed to be basically a 3-3-5 operation, a la kind of Iowa State world. Not a ton of sack production. They make you earn it today. They're hitting them up much more.
And
with a 4-man rush
down again. Marquez Parker. Had some pressure for Cincinnati for his first full sack, as Parker brings him down for a Cincinnati sack for the second time today.
One-on-one right here with Bounds. Bounds has been good. Just a little press and shed maneuver and flex up.
Let the leader on the team in hurries for Cincinnati finally gets home for one.
3rd and Dayton.
You were waiting for that one, huh?
Just seems far.
Out of the pocket. And Fafita completes it. And it's a first down to Hudson. From Dayton to Cincinnati. He makes that cross-state travel to keep the drive going.
They just said, hey, let's do it. And then had Parker in his face again. Ran around him. Got to this situation right here in a wide open space. Really good job, Noah Fafita, keeping his eyes up. Find Hudson.
25-yard pop on 3rd and 19 has Arizona in plus territory. And it's Quincy Craig seeking and burrowing his way ahead to the 41.
Sims.
Brian Sims, the injured Bearcat.
Yeah, looked like multiple guys just trying to rally to the ball to get Mahdi to the ground. Took the worst of it.
Sims in that linebacker rotation for Cincinnati with Dingle and Golday and Whedon. Important part of the Cincinnati defense down.
This is a biggie.
Fox Wednesday all comes down to one thing.
Any one of you could win $1 million.
First, jerseys running the floor.
I'm gonna let you say it.
Activate the randomizer.
And doing things we've never seen.
For the first time, you guys were so good, we ran out of categories.
Then on 99 to beat.
It's too much pressure.
Who will make it to the semifinals?
Everyone's got a breaking point.
All new 99 to beat After the Floor, Wednesday on Fox.
Brian Sims, the third, the injured Bearcat, put up on his own power, back to the sideline. So he'll be out at least to play on 2nd and 3. Arizona just ahead of the 2-minute timeout, trying to tie the game. Loud start to this game. We saw back and forth, 14-0 run from Cincinnati after Arizona turned the pick into a touchdown 3 plays in.
Outside of 15, so Seth Deggy, OC, can be in his ear until right now. Get the ideal play. Cincinnati showing a 3-man rush.
This can get to the 2-minute timeout. Looks like they'll take it right there.
And down. That guy's happy about it.
Can reload his vocal cords
Yes.
for after the 2-minute timeout. I think we'll hear a hoarse Cincinnati crowd when we come back. 2-minute timeout in the first. Quarterback.
Yeah, giving his daughter birthday gifts. A lot of other behind the scenes in his relationship. You can see how tight they are, and it's at these moments down on the road. Might have some free plays here, maybe not kicking field goals. This is where it passes up.
With a pulling tackle, Quincy Craig, with Ty Buchanan wrapping around. First down.
Yeah, big time gash. Ty Buchanan, all six of them, opening up the hole for Craig.
With the Seth Deggy thing, back to that 6-foot quarterback coaching a 5'11 quarterback. There's some real empathy.
5'11? 5'11? Really?
It's the listed height for Fafita. But he knows what it's like to be back there behind 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah, and you just got to have a relationship where you're just honest on both sides of what can you see, what can't you see.
I was being honest with the listed roster.
Exactly.
You want honesty.
Totally, but you think about that and you see Fafita, who's probably 5'9"-ish, and you've got 6'8", 71, Tristan Bounce, 6'8", 6'7".
First of the half.
Little
30
size
seconds in length. Please set the
there.
game clock to 128, please. 128.
He gets it done.
Thank you.
Next time we meet with him, like we did yesterday, we'll measure him without the shoes on. We'll settle this. But let's check in with Mike Hill, Chris Peterson, and Bruce Feldman. They're coming up to halftime.
Coming up, we got the State Farm halftime. Notre Dame playing what should be their final real test at Pittsburgh, while Texas A&M getting all they can handle from South Carolina. Plus, Michigan still in the hunt for a playoff spot. This is the spot for all that and more. Well, the spot is over at the desk, but you know what I'm saying. Connor Mark, we'll see you at the half.
Mike will follow you right there over to the desk with Bruce and Chris. South Carolina score surprising.
Wow.
Texas A&M third in the country, down by 17. Bearcats would like some chaos in front of them in the college football playoff. The 4 Big 12 teams that are ranked. Cincinnati joined that group this week after their bye. Utah, BYU, Texas Tech also in that group. The second down for Noah Fafita in Arizona, trying to spoil that party. And Quincy Craig with a stiff arm, slides out of that tackle, powers through that one, and a couple more. He's down to the 15. With some verve from Quincy Craig.
Same play as before. You got the polar, the big boy Ty Buchanan getting out in front, and then the stiff arm and the truck finish.
Well, you said it. You should probably touch the ball a little bit more. Quincy Craig doing big things the last couple of weeks, so he gets back-to-back touches. And Jake Golday is there to run him down after a few.
This game here is Brennan will see, all right, hey, second down to third. Try to keep your timeouts. Scott Satterfield, if they get a stop, you know how he manages the end of this. And in the second half, Arizona will get the ball first.
So this is a possible double-up situation for the Wildcats. The game started with a bang for Arizona, led it 7-0. And chasing since the 14 in a row for Cincinnati.
3-man rush.
Plenty of time for Fifita. Now he's running out. Flag flies. Ball's out of bounds. Flag is back near the pocket.
Hold is the preliminary indication from referee David Alvarez. Just getting with Coach Satterfield asking, hey, do you want it or
Holding.
not?
Offense, number 71, 10-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
That's what I was mentioning. Hey, we just saw Noah Fifita convert on 3rd and 19. He is fearless, but also you're bumping him back here, creating a little more issues with the field goal game. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely the hold right there.
Well, it's a great point, Mark. The field goal game for Arizona has been a real concern. They've missed twice, including a block. So let's see if they take a couple shots to the end zone to avoid that. 26 seconds left in the second quarter. Fifita looking downfield, nothing there. He points, he fires, incomplete. And he did take that shot to the end zone for Hudson. Now 3rd down with 17 seconds.
Watch Jack Dingle right here. Just so good. He's right here in the center of it all. And watching just mirror Fifita. It's a 3-man rush. Make him execute. Mirror, mirror, mirror. Force the execution by Fifita. Keep him in the pocket against that 8-man drop.
Well, Michael Salgado Medina is getting warm just in case. But long down and distance here on a 3rd down. Fifita extends. Fifita to the sideline, and Barmore lunges ahead. He is right at the line to get. He's a yard short, so it is 4th down. 7 seconds in the first half clock. And a timeout for the Wildcats.
Arizona has called their first timeout of the half. 30 seconds in length.
Now what do you do? Do you throw it to the end zone? Do you try the field goal on 4th down? This is why it's a tough decision.
Yeah, this was the first one. We thought maybe Logan Wilson got there, just pulled it, and then the second one, Logan Wilson gets there. Both hands off the edge. And just one of the psychology of your kicker. You know, right here again, you're going to get it coming back out of half. You feel, you know, big picture, man. Can I get my guy back in it? Can I get in the kicker's head and get his confidence built right here with a chip shot? It's also 4th and short. That should be automatic for us as well. And it looks like he's going to go build the kicker confidence route, which I totally get. You get a short field goal, try to get it executed. We'll see if they go unbalanced. Traditionally here inside the 20, you'll go unbalanced to create a longer edge to that field side, and they just did it here. So you take one of those big old linemen, go over there, and it makes that edge longer, and Logan Wilson on paper shouldn't be able to get there.
Same hash, shorter distance from 24. And before the half, a confidence builder for Michael Salgado Medina.
Just right. It's a good job executing up front. Sometimes, man, it's just that simple. One offensive line, realizing where we are on the field, get it organized, get in the unbalanced spot, get in your kicker's head a little bit, build the confidence. To him, that might as well be a 50-yarder that he just banged. Play the second half.
That's the interesting thing about the misses, and I'm sure what has been an emotionally tumultuous first half for Salgado Medina. He's hit from 57 this year. He's got plenty of leg.
Yeah. No doubt about that. It's just that game between the ear holes for every single person. Certainly the quarterbacks, definitely the kickers. And Sersby going, man, I've only got 4 seconds. I don't have much time to work. I've got a 4-point lead at home. Didn't play my best half of football. Game on.
You're just going to need this, right?
I would think so, yes.
Think about some of the rarities we've seen in this first half. Not one, but 2 picks for Sorsby after none all year at home. And a pick in general is rare for him. 1 against Nebraska, 1 2 weeks ago against Utah, and then 2 today.
They're going victory mode, or kneel mode here in the second quarter, not quite victory mode. Both teams have a little bit to be happy about. Both teams have a ton to work on.
Well, they do have the lead. Cincinnati does, into the locker room where they are 7-0 when leading at halftime this season. But it will be Noah Fifita and the Arizona offense getting the ball first out of halftime. For now, State Farm Halftime Show with Mike Hill, Chris Peterson, and Bruce Feldman. There's a lot of that for the Cincinnati fans here at the NIP in the first quarter anyway. That turned a little bit funky in the first half. Arizona saw a lot more of the ball, but trails by 4. Cincinnati, if they run the table, they're on to the Big 12 championship game in about a month. Mark Helfrich, Connor Onion, welcome back in. Weird game, right?
A little weird. Fireworks at the beginning. Both defenses kind of settled in and almost took control at the end. And obviously some special teams to get solved on the Arizona side.
So it started with Sorsby throwing a pick, which almost never happens.
Yeah, this is a buy your lottery ticket moment. A pick on the first pass of the game. They pay it off with the untouched run by Mahdi. Celebrate that. The Wildcats are going crazy. And then they got it going on the ground themselves. Tawee Walker, Zion Johnson, chunk after chunk after chunk. This one cut all the way back. It's a good thing Tawee Walker doesn't have top end speed. Trey Stoops tracked him down.
So Arizona getting the ball out of halftime, chasing 4, looking for their 3rd straight win. Brennan Sorsby and Cincinnati, with their 8th win, will set up a huge game with BYU next week, which could become win and in to the Big 12 championship game. BYU and TCU later on tonight in the Big 12. A touchback starts the second half. So Noah Fifita still in his pursuit of history. 1 touchdown in the second half. You'll become the all-time leader in Arizona for career touchdowns. He spread it around. Quincy Craig, their leading rusher.
Yeah, ends up with 35 on the ground. Hudson has been the top target through the air. Had a couple chances on both ends of the field in the red zone that they'll get corrected at halftime to convert those field goal attempts into touchdowns if you're a Wildcat fan.
Mark, a pretty clear line of demarcation for Arizona's run game. 5 yards per game or more, they win. They were under at 3 yards a carry in that first half. You need a little bit more push in this area right here. And they do.
Yes.
Good chunk. 9 yards with Mahdi, who scored the game's first touchdown for the Wildcats.
They're liking this unbalanced formation. They've come to this many times. Watch the cutback. There, slicing it backside, setting the linebacker in no man's land. Great drive starter if you're Arizona.
Mahdi takes the rushing lead right back from Craig. 41 yards on the day on 5 carries for Mahdi. A share the sugar type approach for Arizona's run game.
Always good to share the sugar.
They fake it, Fifita to the sideline, and a twisted catch. Chris Hudson rips it out of the air on McDoom for a first down.
Have we said that earlier? It's been back shoulder fade. This is going to be a great matchup all day long. In their base coverages, it could just basically turn into man coverage on the outside. Hudson plants, comes back, goes up, gets it, McDoom. Get it to the ground.
26-yard hit, longest pass play of the day for Arizona. Another fake to Mahdi. Fifita, Spivey is on the board for the first time. What a throw to the field side for Fifita for another first.
And you talk about confidence. He has confidence that this guy Spivey lets that go an hour ago. Watch him push and sell it and then take it to the sideline. Watch that plant. Let it go. Got to throw that ball early, just over the outstretched hands of Christian Harrison.
Spivey basically an automatic first down or touchdown when he touches the ball.
Could not start this half any better by Arizona's offense.
Mahdi started this drive with a 9-yard run. Give him 5 here.
Cincinnati in the box there a little bit more, getting an extra body in there. There again, they want to sit in this 3-3-5 structure, play games with the safeties, again, very similarly to Arizona's base structure. There's the three in back. They can move those guys around all over the map based on Arizona's alignment. They're in another unbalanced formation here again.
Spivey got up to the line late in that shift. Body is crunched. Give him 3. So a third down coming up. And Mark, this has been the part of the field that has defined the game, really. Arizona's been down here a couple times, came away empty-handed.
Yeah, great job adjustment-wise that time by D coordinator Tyson Veit of Cincinnati. They brought that pulling play, Ty Buchanan with the tackle pull, and they had multiple unblocked dudes at the point of attack. We'll see what Dante Corleone could do in the middle. And it's still waiting on the call from the sideline from Tyson Veit, D coordinator.
Hey, inside 5 in the play clock. On a third down. Fifita, given time. Fifita throws incomplete. So Cincinnati brings up another third down in the red zone where they get a stop. Fourth down, decision again for Arizona.
This is the bend coverage. 3-man rush. Make him execute. Couldn't spy him, chase him flat, make him throw it away, force the throwaway. Let's play 4.
The Arizona kicker Michael Salgado Medina missed twice in the first half. Did have a confidence-building make late in the half, but he's on the sideline as the offense stays out. 4th and 3. Fifita, quick set, and on the money. First down. Chris Hudson makes the 4th down dice roll payoff.
Absolute strike that time by Noah Fifita. Catch and basically get it out of your hands as fast as you can to your guy. Get the line to gain, show your numbers. Great execution.
Brent Brennan keeping the field goal unit on the sideline, chasing 4 points. Looking for the first lead since it was 7-zip on the Monty touchdown. Craig gets out of there at running back. They throw it to him. And Quincy Craig bounces around for a couple. And then a herd, including Gola Collard, up to meet him.
It'll be interesting if they come back to that and keep it at quarterback, that little quarterback counter with an RPO. So that time, motioning Craig out of the backfield. That is basically your bubble screen, your pitch guy, so to speak, in the RPO game. And they took it, trying to get it in space. Cincinnati again showing zone in the 3-man rush.
This is the 4th trip mark into the red zone for Arizona. They do not have a touchdown in the red zone yet. 2 missed field goals, 1 make. And it's Fifita right into the teeth of the defense with Micah Coleman. And here's 3rd down in the red zone, just like a few plays ago.
Yeah, they ran it last week, both with the quarterback and traditionally, but Quincy Craig, you see Hunt and Coleman not having it. They know that Noah Fifita is the guy that can make it happen down here, and they collapse.
Coleman's had a big day.
He really has, man. They've done a good job. Coleman, Marquez Parker as well.
Arizona went for it on a 4th and 3. They got it. That got him down to goal to go. This is a 3rd and goal. Fifita single side over the head and incomplete. He wanted Spivey. His big 6'4" target didn't have a chance.
Yeah, brought a 0 blitz that time, and I think Noah Fifita, watch this, ends up into being a 0 blitz. They outnumber the protection that time, and I think his guy, usually you don't have a convertible route that tight. You're running a go route, running the out route. There are sometimes that route will convert. That's why you don't want gray area anywhere in football, but certainly not in the red zone. That was a little gray area.
Fifita didn't want to leave the field. He was asked to leave. The field goal unit comes out, and they do hit another one. So Salgado Medina looking more like himself the last 2 tries. But the Wildcats frustrated that it's been a day of settling for field goals in the red zone. Their 4th trip down there. They trail by 1.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them.
Now with Bimzel.
The sun is out.
Well, the Cincinnati offense, they bounced back from the pick that Sorsby threw and back-to-back touchdown drives, but since then they've gone cold again.
Yeah, pick, 2 turnovers in that first half, just beyond rare footage for how that guy's been playing all year. He hasn't had a completion since 9:41 of the second quarter.
Wow. Let's see if that changes after Mike Hill tells us what's going on around the rest of the country.
Oh, we got a possible upset of the year brewing in College Station, South Carolina, up 10-3 late first quarter. Darren Stewart with the pressure. Marcel Reed the lateral. Nick Barnett the recovery, takes it in for the TD, and right now it's at the half, and it's 30-3 South Carolina over Texas A&M. Connor and Mark.
Mike, wow. That was an all-state game break with Mike Hill that we did not expect to get today.
No.
Cincinnati 5-1 in the Big 12. BYU comes here next week. BYU plays TCU later on tonight. So a lot of movement still possible with those top 10 in the league. And Arizona still fighting to be in that consideration. Mark, we highlighted it before. It's got to be like a 21-game parlay that you hit on. But if Arizona wins out, they can still go to Arlington.
That's why keep banging, keep that pressure on. You put her, Danny Gonzalez is known for, set it back 2nd and 11.
Walker is smashed into. The middle is set. Myron Robinson and Leroy Palu bring up 3rd down.
Tommy Walker says, keep beating me, coach, as Joe Royer, his trusted target and building mate, not roommate, but building mate of Brendan Sorsby, seeing if they can connect on another key 3rd down.
If Tawee Walker does get it again, it'll have to be in the pass game. He's out and empty for Sorsby on this 3rd and 8.
Sometimes see if they can elicit a 0 blitz. A lot of teams' first empty check is to bring all these guys in the box. We'll see what Arizona elects to do here.
It's a fake. It's Sorsby out to the edge, and he doesn't get there. They run him down with Riley Wilson, and it's 4th down for a Cincinnati offense that has gone cold since that 3rd drive of the game.
Just trying to crease that. So they're listening to pressure, trying to get that look. They thought they could crease that counterplay, running a QB counter with Sorsby, and Arizona was on the scene to sniff it out.
So punt time. The low one that was almost blocked. Wysong lets it roll, and it takes a Cincinnati bounce. And once again, the magic off the right foot of Max Fletcher. 16 times this year we've seen that smile on his face, pinning a team inside the 20. That was a 66-yard punt. A beauty after Arizona gets the stop on Sorsby.
When I talk to older Americans, they're worried about Social Security. It's something they really count on.
Social Security helps cover what I need. Medicine, groceries, it's a lifeline.
This is money that people have earned, and our country has kept that promise for 90 years.
I hear Social Security may run short of funding in a few years.
AARP will never stop fighting to protect the Social Security payments you earned. Join us.
Level up with slices and sticks for only $6.99 and get Call of Duty Black Ops 7 rewards.
Haha! Feel my wrath.
Nobody games like Deal Deer.
Get slices and sticks in Call of Duty in-game rewards. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza, pizza.
You guys are gonna love this.
Season top 10 showdown, number 7 BYU, 3rd ranked UConn. Then at 9, Dawn Staley, number 2 South Carolina against number 8 Southern California as they vie to be the real SC. It all tips off tonight, only on Fox.
Hey, I love the hoops. I love the college hoops. You just shouldn't be able to show your score until after football's over. It's a simple premise.
Okay, well, we hope you watch tonight. That's a great doubleheader.
Yeah, absolutely.
And backed up Arizona. They had a big win in men's hoops last night. Number 5 Arizona beat number 15 UCLA.
A big one, and see Brett Brennan just trying to get it out of the shadow of his own goalpost here. Trying to finish a drive with a touchdown, something they have not been able to do since the opening pick exchange from Sorsby.
With 3 plays into the game, they led 7-0. And an Ismail Mahdi touchdown. Cincinnati scored 14 straight after that. Arizona the next 6. And it's a run to give them some more space and a first down. Kendrick Ricino moves the chains for the Wildcats.
Really good job by Ricino hitting it. And then I think that was Xavier Williams beating the block of the Wildcat receiver. Otherwise, that would have been a home run.
The beauty of a punt from Max Fletcher had Arizona backed up inside their own 5. Now some space to operate with Fafita. On first down. Slow plays it. Ricino bounces off the tackle. Simeon Coleman couldn't get him on the first surge. His teammates helped him out.
As advertised, man, Ricino, you gotta wrap this dude up. Watch him, just a little hesitation dribble. Right, there you go, Miles Simon, a little hesitation dribble right there, and then hits it in front side, and then trucks the first would-be tackler, Coleman. Get off.
You think Oscar Robertson could tackle like that?
Yeah, he could do anything.
Cincinnati great. We can still talk about basketball in November. Both can coexist. Well, we'll change up front. A couple of those guards standing up. And they protect Fafita for the moment. And that is caught, but was he in bounds? He was. Barmore was in bounds along the sideline to the 29 with the first down.
Got a hat off, and now they're going to confer and call it incomplete. Right here, that you see the hat off, and I think right there, as you're looking at that side, Barmore didn't reestablish. So not an illegal touch, just an incomplete pass.
Set a first down, 3rd down and 5.
Really good job that time. Had Dante Corleone, the Godfather, in Fafita's face right from the get.
The All-American in the middle of that Cincinnati defense. Helps bring up this 3rd down. Fafita, wide side, wants Hunter. He caught that with one hand. On a money down, no less. First down, Arizona.
This is just one-on-one. James from another legendary program, McEachern. Ball spin. He's okay.
Apparently didn't play against Kansas. After the big play from Hunter, it's Ricino. He's going to block along the sideline. Ricino, no red zone needed. A 50-yard chunk for Arizona and a lead for Ricino.
Great job on the call. Watch Ricino right here. Great job by the call, getting into the 2nd level right there, and then Greengrass, and then Hunter, 11. Just had the big catch at one time. Didn't block in the back, didn't hold him. Full-on escort for Ricino.
The big play on the ground Arizona was waiting for. After 4 drives stalled inside the red zone, Ricino says, you know what? I'll do it myself.
Exactly.
I did have a lot of help from Chris Hunter, though.
Sorry, Noah. Yeah. Sorry, Noah. I know you got this great throw to my man Hunter. James pinning his right arm. Can't even use the left. But then Ricino, go celebrate with your boy. Chris Hunter playing clean with maximum effort, and the escort Fafita celebrating on the sideline.
Touchback for Ian Wagner as usual. Chris Hunter set it up with a one-hander. Ricino with the touchdown. Arizona for their first lead since it was 7-0. And Brendan Sorsby's got to get it going again.
Again, his first throw of the game was picked. He was going the other way. Javion Cole. Later, the pressure in his face from Kennedy led to his 2nd pick, and he's shaking his head. See if they can get the ground game rolling again. Scott Satterfield and company, you get it, the feel from this guy. This isn't going to phase him.
He's on the roll after a 7 for 13 start. He takes himself out of bounds. But the least efficient game of Brendan Sorsby's Cincinnati career was 2 weeks ago against Utah. This is a tough run of the schedule for a quarterback. Best pass defense in all of college football in some ways in Utah. Second best in the Big 12 in Arizona.
Yeah, the pressure that these guys present, very similar to Utah, very different scheme, but the pressure system, the coverage system, very similar and equally challenging to this point.
Be a third down and manageable here. 3rd down and 2 for Cincinnati with Walker. You're dogging me about talking basketball this time of year. This has been a game of runs.
It is.
It was 7-0 Arizona, 14 in a row Cincinnati. Since then, 13 in a row Arizona. Cincinnati trying to stop that right here. 3rd down with Sorsby with 4.5 to go in the 3rd. A high snap. Sorsby saved it and rescues the drive. 1st down Bearcats.
One of the catches of the game right here. This catch by Brendan Sorsby on the high one. Away from where he was going. Sometimes QB gets a little momentum going to his left. Good job getting vertical and finishing by Sorsby.
Euclid approved.
Absolutely.
So Sorsby with the conversion on a 3rd down and a close call on that high snap. Now with a fresh sack. He works off play action. He lofts it. He connects. Oh, the ball comes out. That's incomplete. Noah Jennings had it jarred free. Michael Dansby with a late play on the ball.
Post route right here. Just one-on-one. Jennings hits him in stride. Catch firm, controlled, not long enough. That ball is out. Incomplete. Great effort by Dansby. You see him going back and forth with Javion Cole. Who's going to be the starter? Who's going to get the lion's share of reps? Sorsby knows they let him get away that time.
One with him in stride, that's about as bang as it gets.
Yes.
On fumble versus incomplete. And Sorsby is plowed on the outside.
Just a matter of time for the football move element there. I thought that was 100% the correct call.
Myron Robinson, who's starting today because of the injury to Max Harris, is hobbled. And he can't get all the way to the sideline. Danny Gonzalez has a rule for this Arizona defense. If it is a major injury, you stay down and we'll come to get you. But if not, you better get to the sideline. And usually it's serious when he tells one of his own players to go down, which he did there with Robinson. We hope Byron Robinson is okay. Limping his way to the Arizona sideline before 3rd and 9.
This or that.
Here they come, yo. Here they come.
Shipping 10,000 packages a month can feel chaotic.
Relax. There's ShipStation.
ShipStation syncs all your inventory and automates manual tasks, so you can ship more orders faster. Start your free trial today at ShipStation.com.
Myron Robinson helped off by the Arizona training staff. Freshman who got the start today because Max Harris, their normal starting linebacker, can't go, at least in full. He's limited.
They're very high on Myron Robinson's future. Want to almost force feed him, and I think it's not a good thing that Max Harris is down, but Robinson played really well.
So Jabari Mann, another freshman, a redshirt freshman in at linebacker, and up at the line for Arizona. On 3rd down, Sorsby lofts it. He's got an open man, and he got him this time. Cyrus Allen waiting for it to come down, and he's got a 1st down for the Bearcats.
Got the zero blitz look. They got to exactly what they wanted downfield with Allen. The official falls down. Stukes almost gets back into it, trying to disrupt, and a huge play.
The big play.
A long time between completions from Sorsby.
It had been an hour and 23 minutes since 1:03 p.m. Eastern time since his last completion.
It's a movie.
Quick one, yeah. Johnson is swung down. Your pace of play on your movies, you must be watching that on 2 times speed.
Exactly. Stooch, man, you just love this guy. His size, Phoenix area native, cover skills, physical skills. He runs the show back there along with Genesis Smith and Dalton Johnson.
Nice play. Went for just a yard. 2nd down and 9.
They're taking a kind of empty. Looks like they're going to get zone dropped out of it.
It's a run for Sorsby. It opens up. And a touchdown saving tackle by Riley Wilson. Right at the mark. It is a first down for Sorsby.
You said it perfectly. He just saved the day. Riley Wilson, 16 here. Stand-up 3 technique as a defensive linebacker, doing his best D-tackle impression.
Sorsby was not right after this hit mark. He hobbled his way back to the huddle and back to the line of scrimmage after a run for a first down. Staying in there and firing to the end zone. It completes. And Cincinnati wants a flag. Don't see any down. And yeah, flags stay in pockets with Johnson on coverage on Royer.
You can see Sorsby, as you said, is just not 100% right here. They tried to get Royer on the wheel route against Dalton Johnson. It's a physical matchup. They like their odds. The 6'5" Joe Royer. Dalton Johnson has a lot of great things. Not tall, but right there does a great job just physically being a presence. That was not pass interference. Certainly they're going to argue that when they're all black.
Sorsby for Walker. He can't get away from Trayden Stukes. There's that man again. Stukes bringing up 3rd down. Well, this is an area of the field where Cincinnati can usually assert themselves in the run game. Since those first 3 drives, Mark, just 32 yards on the ground after 140 in the first quarter.
Yeah, with the run game, the traditional, conventional mode, and also Brendan Sorsby in the read run game, the speed option game. Right now, that cannot be the case, it looks like, with his condition.
Banged up on that first down run, Sorsby was. He throws. It's Cyrus Allen, and they rally to swing him down. Genesis Smith with great speed to the perimeter, and it's 4th down.
Another zero blitz here. Genesis Smith reacts. You know, Cyrus Allen's ability, you'll see him show up right to left as we're looking at it right here. Multiple plays out, a great call really by both sides. And Genesis Smith getting their speedster, their kind of gadget guy to the ground. Big, big victory.
It was Allen who got Cincinnati down here on the big play. And it's Smith who gets Arizona's defense off the field. As Russ Mack attempts from 28. And a very reliable lefty puts it through to make it a 3-point game. At the end of 3. Crazy things happen in the Big 12 weekly. Every game matters. That's why we love this conference so much. We go to the 4th. Top 25. Cincinnati is on upset watch.
That's a great look right there. This looks like a little Oklahoma State tribute right there.
That's it.
Going to work.
Bearcats been rocking the tank on Veterans Day week.
The shirts are coming off in the stands. Set for a tight 4th quarter.
A field goal from Cincinnati brings it back to a 3-point game. And the last time that Arizona was on the field, it was a college football time drive. A 99-yard drive. Can't break that one. First time Arizona had done that since Khalil Tate was their quarterback in 2019.
Very, very impressive. Did it every way. On the ground, through the air. Noah Fifita getting hot with this guy Chris Hunter. And Ricino finishing the deal, trying to put together another one, and the sun breaking out here at the nip.
That student section between quarters was just fighting for the right to party. His shirts and hair went flying. First play of this drive for Fifita. Unblocked man, they pick up Goldie, and a strike again to Chris Hunter. Or, excuse me, that was Hudson, not Hunter. Hudson, not Hunter. First down for Hudson.
Absolutely spectacular protection. My eyes, the puller, kind of making these guys freeze on the second level. The safeties get in kind of the run fit. Good job stepping up inside of the pull. Finding the long traveling Chris Hudson.
Hudson's big pop. It's back to the ground. Right to the outside. Seeks the first down. Ended up a little bit short. Got 7 on the play. And second down and 3.
Watch 6 right here coming off the edge. Oh, the Collard, the miss, the ground slap. He knows that's his job, but one-on-one in space against Quincy Craig. That one goes to Quincy Craig.
Triple the plays in opponent territory for Arizona. 33 past the 50. Fifita spins out. Running away and running for a first down.
Personal check down, a little DIY check down, nobody in front of him to get it out. Had the route downfield covered again, the game all day long. It's been a patience one. Tyson Veit is making Noah Fifita beat him with his mind, beat him with his body, beat him with his execution. Right there again, Fifita just great awareness. Pull it down, convert it yourself.
The do-it-yourself first down, it's back to Craig. You know, really an interesting matchup because the way Cincinnati presents is like Iowa State.
Yep.
That's where Tyson Veit was before Cincinnati, and that's the defense that Arizona has had the most trouble with this season.
Yeah, one of the architects, similar to John Haycock, going back a long ways. The 3 down front right there, they brought the corner Wilson to heat it up, which then opened Jonathan Thompson to make the play. So it's who has the grease board last.
Craig run down by Golday. A lot of talk of him being a first-round pick. He just showed why. Stuffing the run.
And he's tapping out, just a collision, reckless through there. We thought Golday and Hunt would show up. Hunt has. Here he is on that front side B gap. Whew.
So Golday seeing the training staff on this 3rd and 6. The best defender for Cincinnati is not on the field. Arizona 4 of 11 on 3rd down.
There's pressure coming.
Here it comes. Fifita stands in there and is on target again. Cameron Barmore at tight end races for a first down. An injured player down for Arizona.
Pressure's coming from over here. The defense is never in I formation. The offense is in I formation if he is stacked. You saw Jonathan Thompson stacked behind or stacked in front of a DB right on top of him. Great awareness, get the protection there and execute on the other side. Really well done by Noah Fifita, the veteran.
Injured player is right tackle Tristan Bounds for the Wildcats.
In the points category, got to get again touchdowns to put as much pressure as possible on Brendan Sorsby, and Brendan Sorsby just eyeballing right there, doing the math in his head. Okay, I get it back from here. I got to go to work.
Matthew Lotto is the new right tackle. He played a lot of the game last week when Ty Buchanan went out. He does have big game experience. And they run, no, they throw behind him, and incomplete. Hudson tied up with McDoom. And it's second down.
Oh, just a double clap, and man, I missed that one. And I thought he was kind of throwing it away when it came out, but just a little misjudgment there. It happens.
Brent Brennan playing without one of his most important linebackers on defense. Now his right tackle goes down. And looking to push this to a 2-score game. Marissino had the big touchdown run earlier. And he is into the waiting arms of Wilson. Tucks in from cornerback to make it 3rd down.
Just a physical battle right now in the run game. Cincinnati trying to invite him to that front side, get him to cut it back and get it to those unblocked players. At that time, Logan Wilson earning every bit of that tackle.
That's
taking the
hear.
brunt. Yes. Huge play. Put pressure on the kicking game of Arizona. The decision making of Brent Brennan and company.
2 field goals missed today. Will they have a decision on 3rd down? Fafita, end zone, touchdown! Gio Richardson, a 3rd down score to make it a 2-score lead for Arizona.
Gio Richardson here, there, running all the way from the East Valley to Tucson. Dime throw, secures it inbounds. Celebrate.
The pride of Basha High School and the Chandler, Arizona area. Former teammate of DeMond Williams, who at one-time Arizona commit. And a 10-point lead for the Wildcats. It has been a really good couple of weeks for Gio Richardson. Touchdown against Colorado, couple of catches against Kansas, and a lead extender on the road at number 25, Cincinnati for Gio.
What is redemption?
To know that anything can be for
quarterback. All Wildcats were tied with Fafita with 67 touchdown passes until the one we just saw from Fafita. He stands alone. He's the all-time record holder in Wildcats history. And it was an important score, too. Put Arizona up 2 scores, looking for their 3rd straight win, and an upset win on the road.
May have got away with a false start by that substitute right tackle Matthew Lotto, but not to be denied. The finish to Gio Richardson, and can now Brendan Sorsby answer here that 10-point deficit? Can Arizona finish one? They've been up 10 before.
They led BYU in the 4th quarter by 10. That game went to double overtime. Arizona had it on their mind that they were going to make today the day they finally pick off one of the top teams in the league. Sorsby runs out of time. Deshaun McKnight makes the play. And it's 2nd down after McKnight gets home.
Trying to get a double move up top, slant and go. Aiden Garnes says no. That's one right there. You just got to throw it away immediately. Cannot hang on that ball.
Sorsby trying to bounce back quickly. He does, pinning it to the back shoulder. Jeff Caldwell is 6'5" target along the boundary.
Says, come here, Dalton Johnson. I want to line up with you. Garnes has got me a few times. One-on-one slot fade. Brendan Sorsby says, you got me that time. And that's a dime answer. And a courageous throw for Sorsby.
Sorsby still not running at full go either. He took a hit down in the red zone last drive. That had him hobbled. Walker took off the hit in the backfield and plows his way to the 39 with an 8-yard pickup.
Really big chunk play. 1st down run. Tommy Walker doing like that 1st quarter Cincinnati offense that was borderline unstoppable in the run game.
Yeah, they were putting together huge chunks. It's been more like this since then. Tay Brown snows him under. Jabari Mann also in.
Mann and Brown, just a really good job. D coordinator Danny Gonzalez goes, hey man, if they're gonna run the ball, Sorsby can't pull it. He's hobbling. I'm gonna send the house here. Just outnumber him. Knowing Sorsby's a little wounded right now.
Now Caldwell, who made the big catch along the sideline, is out getting his shoulder looked at. 3rd down, away from the pressure. We put it on him, but behind him, and it's broken up. Isaiah Johnson ran into Dalton Johnson, and it's 4th down Cincinnati.
They're not related, and that is not a family reunion type shot. Just a little bit on the back shoulder. But Sorsby has to get rid of this. The pressure's coming. You see it right off the edge. You got to finish that Isaiah Johnson. Again, another guy that's not 100%.
That's not what your Thanksgiving looks like?
Yeah, there's collisions all over the place. Just not with the Johnson residents.
Max Maggie, be nice. Here's a 4th down. And it is caught. Another big pop, but it's held on to. A 1st down for Cincinnati. Cyrus Allen held on through the hit.
He says, hey, you go meet Dalton Johnson. Watch this hit. Bam. Clean, physical, just wrap him up and finish. Cyrus Allen signaling for him. That is a well-earned 1st down.
And Caldwell is back in. He was just out, and he weaves his way back inside and broke 3 tackles to angle his way for a 1st down. Injured player down. Aiden Garnes was
timeout for an injury to a defensive player.
Part of that surge from Caldwell as Sorsby has the crowd fired up.
Yeah, Sorsby's feeling it. The hitch timing to Jeff Caldwell is what starts this right here. Watch the timing to get it out immediately. Catch it, run through the ball, shed one, going against the grain. He usually ends in bad things. For Jeff Caldwell in that position. Great job initially getting rid of Dansby. 1st and 10 in business here. Get the crowd pumped.
Sorsby might be hurting, but still playing with emotion.
Yeah, he is.
Well, Garnes, one of the anchors of this top 10 pass defense in the country, not out there. Cincinnati tries to cut it to 1 score. Sorsby throws it away. He was pressured by Riley Wilson. Sorsby plays for 2nd down and is still limping.
You can see referee David Alvarez doing a little check-in on him right there. That's a place for play caller and head coach Scott Satterfield on the sideline going, hey man, if I give you a naked like that where there's nobody in protection, I'm just going to try to buy you some time. If it's not there, throw it away. Just trust built up over time with those 2.
And Johnson hops his way right into the middle of the Arizona defense. He's inside the red zone of the 17, but 3rd down.
Good push right there. Inside, Zion Johnson is an element, man. You see why they are very high on the depth in their backfield, even without Evan Pryor. They certainly miss him. Zion Johnson can do it on the ground and through the air.
Yeah, Mark, a career high in carries today for Zion Johnson. 6 carries for 41 yards for the freshman running back, who stays in on this 3rd down. Pressure was picked up. He gets it to the sideline. And Caldwell is just short of the sticks. He did catch it, but it's 4th down.
Sure catch, survived the ground, but he secured it, just as you perfectly said, 1 yard short. Jado Price just making sure.
Cincinnati 2 of 2 on 4th down. Chasing 10 points. Sorsby to the edge. Johnson, foot race with a 1st down. Does he have a touchdown? Not quite. But the important thing for Cincinnati, the drive continues. 1st and goal at the 1.
1st and goal, great design. They're going to go fast here, try to catch Arizona. Communicating their unit, get a different play in.
Oh, they were all scrambled around as Johnson burrows ahead. And he is in there. 1st career rushing touchdown, Zion Johnson. Back to a 1-score game.
He needed it most. Watch this push up front. You do not see this very often. The entire Arizona D-line basically neutralized and or in the paint. Great push, great job securing it. Zion Johnson don't reach the ball on 1st down.
Rusnak makes it a 3-point game. Arizona had their biggest lead of the day at 10 on the record setter for Fafita. Sorsby playing through some pain, leaning on his freshman running back, Zion Johnson. 3 points again.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State.
Georgia They plucked him from a bunch of SEC teams that were looking to get him. And he paid off the drive for Sorsby that was also clean.
Yeah, when he needed it most, he was money. And then you just think of the trust they put in Zion Johnson. 5'8", 185, as you said, a freshman on 4th down, and then the touchdown finish on 1st down.
So a little over 6.5 to go. Arizona back with the ball up 3. Today's Good Hands moment is sponsored by Allstate, celebrating 20 years of the Allstate Good Hands Nets program. This is how the game started.
Great job by Dalton Johnson with the tip, and then the pick himself. Dansby ripping out what could have been a massive completion at that point for Brendan Sorsby and company. Setting up Noah Fifita in position here to end it. 6:38. Can he put one together and keep Sorsby right where he can do no harm? The bench.
And 3 timeouts each side. 3-point lead for Arizona. It's Ricino. Met on the edge. Got a couple. And Arizona did win a top 25 game on the road last year. Utah was a top 10 team when they won at Rice-Eccles Stadium on the road, but Brent Brennan said this one would feel much bigger. Utah did not go on to have a good year.
About the quarterback last year, the quarterback situation at Utah last year. Yeah, we got it. That wouldn't count. This one feels different.
Cincinnati trying to keep their run the table hopes alive. That's their simplest way to Arlington for the Big 12 championship. Play fake. Fifita off target. Contact and a flag. 2 flags fly. It was Hudson on the route. Harrison in coverage.
Harrison was definitely early. You're going to see 5 outside in. A grab and restrict on that left shoulder. Cincinnati sideline, of course, saying that was uncatchable.
Pass interference. Defense, number 5, 15-yard penalty and automatic. 1st down.
He's got to flush it for Harrison. Definitely the right call, 100%.
No big argument from Scott Satterfield, the Cincinnati head coach.
Correct. 1st down to spot on the foul.
So less than 15 yards, college football spot of the foul. Pass interference.
So that'll back it up to the 39. 1st and 10 either way. Ends up being an 11-yard penalty. And a fresh set for Arizona. Inside 6 minutes to go. Ricino run down. There's the Godfather. Dante Corleone.
You can hear the PA announcer calling the Godfather. Crowd loves it. Dude is literally 6'2" by 6'2", basically. But more like 6'1" by 6'1". And that can move when he has to.
Great nicknames for D tackles in this league. Big Citrus, the Godfather. Corleone just made it 2nd and 9. Ricino has the biggest play of this second half for Arizona. He gets 5, and it's 3rd down and 4 on, you said it, play of the day coming up right here.
Be again, defensive coordinator Tyson Veit of Cincinnati. It's been all zone in these types of scenarios. 3-man rush, 4-man rush. Challenge Noah Fifita to just play quarterback, execute right here. They're showing that same look. The guy that they've added into the rush is right here. 2, 3, 4. If it is a 4-man rush.
Getting late.
Just 3.
Fifita into tight space. It's caught. Wysong escaped without it being tipped or picked. And an Arizona 1st down.
Harrison was trying to make up for the PI. Watch it to the field. Just didn't trust 100%. And if you don't get it with that right arm, you gotta have the left arm on the other side. Wysong says, thank you very much. And a great job concentrated by him. That's the distraction drill in live action.
What a time for his first catch of the day. Luke Wysong for 13 yards and a first down. So plus territory with a fresh set for Arizona, where they ride Craig for a first down pickup of 5. The whole conference watching this game right now with 3 one-loss teams in the Big 12, Cincinnati included. BYU plays tonight against TCU. You'll see Texas Tech on Fox at 3:30 Eastern time. Arizona still in their huddle with 10 on the play clock.
Yeah, just trying to force Noah Fifita to hold him in the huddle as long as possible to milk that clock.
And they'll take a timeout. Arizona has been so close and beating some of the contending teams in the Big 12.
Arizona, their first of the half. 30
Houston,
seconds.
they lost on a field goal late. BYU, they led by 10 in the fourth quarter like they did today. And Cincinnati come back top of the Big 12 right now, as it was last year. Margin of error is tiny for Texas Tech, BYU, and Cincinnati. Cincinnati can still get into the Big 12 championship game with a loss, especially since they play BYU next week, but it becomes a lot harder.
Yeah, Tech, we saw them in person lose in Arizona State, and they get after BYU their last time out at home, and that huge opportunity they made the most of. And Scott Satterfield company kind of having a talk with his coaches, going, all right, they just burned one timeout. That might come back to haunt them. They still got the 2-minute timeout coming, so Arizona still has, effectively 3. You'd love to not burn that one. If you're Brett Brennan company, I think they got a little too aggressive in milk mode. And Fifita was just a little late out of the huddle.
Play of the drive so far, the Wysong first down pickup on the 3rd down. The hardest path ahead in the Big 12 to close the season is Cincinnati. One they badly want to improve their chances for a title game berth. Craig can't slip out. Harrison has been heavily involved in the drive. He made the play on the positive for Cincinnati. 3rd down.
Just an absolute load. Quincy Craig running through Jonathan Thompson, who is a physical guy. 3rd-year player, has been really good today, and right now another huge play.
Arizona,
saying that from here on out.
Arizona picked up 3rd and 4 earlier this drive. This at 3rd and 5.
He's not dropping 8 here.
They're coming. Fifita away quickly, and he completes it. Where will the spot be? That's enough for the first down. Chris Hudson working his way to the sticks. Cash again on 3rd.
Just absolute great timing, protection, and wins the race back to the ball. Man, that's so well done. In the race back to the ball, securing the catch, firm. And we're taking this to the 2-minute warning.
Well, Brent Brennan told us this week he had zero problem convincing his team how good Cincinnati is. In a top 25 game on the road for Arizona, they are 2 minutes away from pulling the upset.
Tonight, it's a huge doubleheader.
What's all on him now? A couple first downs, and this thing will be chalked up as the 7th win for Arizona.
Now, Coach Satterfield right there said, hey, anywhere on the field, I'm going to bag a timeout. Anywhere that clock is running, and it will definitely be number one's hands. And see if they got Risano in there in the pistol.
It is Risano that gets it out of the tackle in the backfield, and that cost Cincinnati 6 yards. Timeout Cincinnati there first. Arizona inches closer to another first down. Noah Fifita set the record today with that touchdown. Arizona's all-time touchdown leader.
done a little bit of everything, a little QB run, option routes, the quick game, working the spaces, and this predominantly zone defense, and then just big-time finish after big-time finish. Third downs, fourth downs, right there in the red zone to Gio Richardson, and right here has burned it from 638 down to $154.
He's today's hardest working player, sponsored by Harbor Freight. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight. Spreading it around to those 9 different receivers. And the time that they've brought off the clock on this drive, 4:44 off the clock since they got their hands on the ball.
And massive here as well, going back to the psychology of the kicking game of Arizona for head coach Brent Brennan and kicker. What do I do here if it's 4th and 1 at this spot? You know, Brennan Sorsby's kind of getting hot. Is a field goal good enough? If I try to end the game here in their mind. Arizona fans don't want to find that out. They'd rather just bleed this out.
With a physical back, Racino is stuck. Gola Kawar was at his feet. And then the Bearcats finish him off to bring up a 3rd down, and the clock stopped on the 2nd timeout. Big time run fit.
Just a big time, basically goal line defense. See Gola Kennard adding into the number count. He beats Jonathan Thompson, that backside linebacker. That's what those dudes, again, Arizona does this with their guys all the time. Those safeties in the backfield fitting up in the run game. Tackle for loss.
A 2nd timeout for Cincinnati.
36. We saw Weissong earlier. We saw Hudson earlier. And Cincinnati not known for it today. 9 tackles for loss. 9.
You throw here for Arizona?
Sure. That's your best, you know, that's your best player. Haven't been able to run the ball great, and they must run it kind of 3rd and 6 or 7s. You can get him a predetermined rollout and try to let him stay in bounds maybe and burn more clock if he knows he's not going to get it. We've seen Hudson on conversion again. Weissong is going to be a go-to guy. Let's find out who is in the game.
Well, remember what Seth Deggy told us earlier this week on Tuesday. That's when he goes through all his 3rd down calls.
Yep.
He only got 2 hours of sleep.
And right here, this is the biggest of the big 3rd and 6. Right in the fringe area of the red zone. Cincinnati right now showing up just a 3-man rush. That's what they've been patient with this whole day.
Time to find out if those sleepless nights will pay off. 3rd down again. 3rd and 6. Fafita bounces out through the tackle. Flag is out. He's short of the 1st down.
That'll stop the clock, too. They won't have to take a timeout under 2 minutes. Now we'll see with a hold. That was a designed quarterback draw all the way.
Well, ball came out for Fafita. Quincy Craig got back on it.
Dante Corleone saying and predicting. David Alvarez indicating a hold as well. He's the one that matters. I would believe whatever Dante Corleone told me.
Don't want to get whacked.
It's right here out on the sideline. They're having the, all right, we're in this field goal range. The ball's on the 24.5.
Holding. Offense, number 63, a 10-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down. The clock will start on the snap.
So right there, great point by the referee, David Alvarez. The clock will start on the snap because it's a holding penalty administered against the offense. Essentially, you know, the clock is stopped for an administrative situation. Let's see where this occurred. Trying to step up. It's on, looked like it was deuced, right? 63 against 2. Corleone trying to come off. All right, now what? We've seen 3rd and 19 earlier today converted.
I think you've got a kicking game decision possibly looming too. Is Salgado Medina 2 for 4 on the day.
Showing a 0 blitz. Coming.
Fafita screen and not getting the yardage for Hudson. And it's a short gain. 4th down. McDoom made the stop. And there's the last time out for Cincinnati.
They'll make a job popping out there, combining with McDoom.
60 seconds in length.
Cincinnati now will burn their 3rd timeout.
So a 2-for-4 day for Michael Salgado Medina. Missed this one wide left and then had the next one blocked. It was Logan Wilson influencing both of them off the edge for Cincinnati.
Logan Wilson has a great feel for that, great speed, great trigger reaction time. Just watch the deep breath, the finish. Salgado Medina a little bit all over the map.
Well, with a kick block today, Cincinnati could go the other way if they can get home again. This is from 51. Salgado Medina on a high snap. They put it down, and he drills it. All that emotion pouring out of him after a difficult start. And he drives it home from 51.
Salgado Medina, man, good for you. Not rooting for this, but playing through this guy's head right now and just strokes it. Absolute pure end over end from 51. That's a purely struck, confident. It's all smiles.
Well, what a job for Ian Wagner, his holder, to get that down. And Brent Brennan went from expletive to expletive, yeah.
And she says, hey, we've got time. We still have Brennan Sorsby.
134 and no timeouts for Cincinnati. Challenging road ahead with BYU here next at TCU Thanksgiving weekend. Tied in the loss column. Three-way tie in the loss column atop the Big 12 with Cincinnati, BYU, and Texas Tech. Wagner, one of the best in the country at touchbacks, and that's a no-doubter.
He hits that into the luxury suites right there.
So Brendan Sorsby, one career game-winning drive. It came at Kansas Week 5. We talked with him yesterday about the career that it's been. He was back and forth as the starter and the backup for a 3-9 Indiana team a couple of years ago. Never lost the confidence that he was going to have his own program, his own team to lead. And it's on his shoulders right now to keep that one in the loss column of the Big 12.
So what you dream of right here is a quarterback leading your team. Buck 34, no timeouts and pressure coming.
And on target, flag is out. A couple of guys tangled up in the secondary. This will be an interesting call. Dalton Johnson and Caldwell.
They're all wadded up. I think it's going to be offensive pass interference on Caldwell. It looked like he was kind of zeroed like down the middle of the DB.
Pass interference. Offense number 9. Haskins stole. Replay first down.
As an offensive player, these accidents happen. These are rubs. These are all just incidental contact. Right here as he goes vertical right there, he's just got to avoid that guy. Right there, it's just, I mean, that's actually an easier one. And Sorsby's mad at himself for missing it, but now first and 10 to half the distance.
It becomes first and 22. So 87 yards to cover to try to take the lead, and that's incomplete. And over the head of Caldwell. Second down with 1:27 to go.
This is such a small margin for error right here. You've got the pressure coming. Sorsby, got to forget about that ankle right here. This is where you build on the legend. Scott Satterfield just trying to get him a layup here early, get the drive started. Defensively, Arizona not trying to make anything easy.
An imperfect day for Sorsby. We've seen 2 picks. We haven't seen that all season. He's got a chance to make it a memorable finish.
Radar voodoo everybody up.
And Caldwell juggles and can't haul it in. So 2 plays to get 22 yards. That's what's standing in front of Cincinnati.
Just got to trust your QB right here with Caldwell. Sorsby has to get it out and bring in 0 pressure. And just takes his eyes off it. Catch the ball with your eyes.
Caldwell's penalty backed him up. He's been the targeted man in each of those 2 plays since.
He's down here now.
3rd and 22. Couple guys drop out. Sorsby in trouble. Gets it away complete. And he's wrestled out of bounds. Manny Covey stops the clock with 1:15, but now it's all on this play.
Yep. All comes out of this. Riley Wilson was there on the scene. 16 basically unscathed. Watch 16 come. It's a screen. So as the protecting back, you're going to basically bluff that guy or block him as needed. Anticipate Arizona seeing what formation they might use a timeout here to get the perfect defense or just play it out.
The game comes down to this play. 4th and 14. Sorsby lets it fly. Caldwell can't get there. Arizona on the road at the 25th ranked team in the country is 109 away from finishing.
See Brandon Sorsby just hitting himself in the helmet just repeatedly. He knows he has pressure. You've got this voodoo look. They're adding. Got to get it out. They got a version of a double move. You just got to give your guy a chance. You can't catch the ball out of bounds. You got to give your guy a chance. He knows that. Dansby celebrating. That's the emotion. Both sides of it. And a big time win for that man against the coach he respects the heck out of it, Scott Satterfield.
Golfing buddies at coaching conventions, and a lot of admiration, and no trouble getting his team prepared for this game because of how good Cincinnati is. But this turnaround for Arizona starting to snowball. From 4-8 in Brent Brennan's first year to now up to 7 wins. And there's a chance that this Arizona team, if they win out, they could get to 10 wins. That'd be the second most in program history.
Yeah, haven't done it a ton, like what, 4 times in history. But just a great effort against a quality football team. This Cincinnati team makes you beat them in every phase. Arizona just a little rope-a-dope back and forth in every phase. But a big time road win, and Noah Fifita, congratulations on the W and the all-time record.
Well, he became the all-time touchdown passing record holder at Arizona, and things have gotten even more muddy in the Big 12. 2-loss Cincinnati. Arizona still with a heartbeat, and we'll see what plays out with Texas Tech coming up later today on Fox, and BYU and TCU. Officially in the books, Arizona to 7-3 with the 30-24 win.
Massive. The Harvard of the West comes to the Midwest and gets it done.
Joe Williams from the Harvard of the West led our show today with Tyler Dare, our director, Mark Elfrich.
Get knocked to the ground and the ball comes